All right, counteracting pitcher strategies. That's our topic
Yep.
at hand today. Episode 148. Thank you for joining us again. Apple, Google, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Talking about counteracting pitcher strategies, I think the biggest point, and we reiterate this all the time, it seems like now almost every week, the best way to counteract a pitcher strategy is having a plan and having a real tailored approach to then become a lot more flexible in with your plan so then you can counteract those pitcher strategies.
Yeah, and pitchers have comfort zones, right? They have pitches that they throw for strikes. They have pitches that they don't throw for strikes that they're trying to get you to chase out of the zone, maybe up, with fastballs, maybe down in the dirt with breaking balls. So they're always, and regardless of what their plan is, they're a certain type of pitcher, right? They're a pitch to contact pitcher, right? They're just trying to miss barrels, or they're power pitchers that are trying to get swing and miss. They have swing and miss type stuff. So when you have that, you have to figure out, the pitcher's strength. What does that pitcher want to do? If we pertain it to softball or baseball, if we're throwing a higher spin rate pitch, the belly button, right? That's going to be really tough to get on top of. It's going to be really tough if they're throwing 102 miles an hour or 72 miles an hour in softball and they're throwing in that location. Geez, even if you guess right, even if you have a really good swing to stay on top of it, you still might only hit that 1 out of 5 times. Okay, so and that stakes. Like when you're in a position where I know how to get on top of that pitch. I have a swing plane to do that. I can be quick enough to do it, and you still don't hit it well because it's that much of an outlier. Then we have to make other adjustments. So sometimes the better adjustments are, okay, that person with 2 strikes always climbs the ladder, and it's so hard to lay off. But how many times did they throw that pitch for a strike? How many times does it really hit the belt, or does it miss above the belt and it's actually a ball? So sometimes you can just change your sights to something 180 degrees to that pitch. And then what'll happen is you won't have a tendency of chasing it. So if somebody's throwing, a really high fastball or kind of a rise ball and striking everyone out, what you need to do is change your tunnel to look at something at like the bottom of the knees. I'm going to look at the bottom of the knees, bottom of the knees, bottom of the knees. And then if that fastball comes out in a lower slot, I got a chance to hit it, right? It might not be at the bottom of the knees, but because I'm looking there, I'm not going to chase at the letters. So all of a sudden now I get one at the thighs, I can do something with it. Now, how would that burn us? Well, that would burn us if they have a changeup they throw on the dirt, or a drop ball they can throw in the dirt, or a split-fingered fastball for baseball they can throw in the dirt. So if they're working balls in the dirt with splits and then fastballs at the belly button, man, that's going to be really tough to figure out. Like you're going to miss, and hopefully they make a mistake at some point and you get it. But, like in softball, there's not a lot of girls that throw up spin and then they also throw a drop. So you can remove one of those and tunnel in another position or another location, and that's going to help your approach. So we have to know the pitcher, like what kind of pitcher is this? And then from there, we can start to make our plans. And then as the game goes on, maybe that plan needs to be adjusted a little bit to different pitches or different parts of the strike zone, because maybe that pitcher's not getting that pitch over today. And maybe he or she is going to pitch number 2 or pitch number 3 now to get it over the plate. And then all of a sudden we can start, looking for those pitches.